This is one of UGREEN's newest chargers, the MagFlow Qi2 2-in-1 wireless charger. As the name implies, it's capable of Qi2 charging speeds and can charge both your phone and a pair of headphones simultaneously. UGREEN did send this over to me to take a look at, but as always, they've got no say in the contents of the review, so let's jump right in to the build and design. The MagFlow is really a hybrid design, in between a stationary, leave on your desk permanently type of charger and a travel-friendly charger that you can bring on the go. It rides that line beautifully, giving you one charger that can do it all. When open, this charger's simple black and silver design will look good on most desks. Close it up and you're ready to bring it on the go for your next trip or adventure. Dimensionally, it's comparable to a small phone or wallet. That means that there are loads of places you can stash this thing when traveling. It'll fit into just about any pocket in your backpack. It's small enough to fit in most purses and could even be dropped into a pant pocket in a pinch as well. The official dimensions are 4.5 inches tall, 2.6 inches wide, and 0.94 inches thick. That means that it's under an inch thick, even at the thickest part of the charger. It weighs in at just 233 grams, which for context is just about the same weight as my iPhone 16 Pro with a case on it. The materials on the MagFlow are almost entirely plastic, with silver plastic on the outside and black plastic on the inside. The black material is a fingerprint magnet, which will show smudges very easily, but the silver resists it pretty well. Overall, the charger feels a bit cheaper and more hollow than I would have liked, but as a $50 2-in-1 charger, I can't complain too much. Thankfully, where they did not skimp on materials is the charger itself. This has an aluminum ring around the outside and a nice soft touch material on the charger itself to help prevent scratches or damage to your phone. On the bottom of the charger are 4 rubber feet, which can prevent slipping from the charger as well when you put it down on a desk or a table. Moving over to usability, for me, the gold standard of usability on a charger like this is whether I can take my phone on and off of the charger with just one hand. Thanks to the large base of the MagFlow, it's pretty stable and one-handed operation is absolutely possible. Even with a strong magnetic case on, it's totally doable. Just grab your phone firmly, remove the bottom part first, and then pop off the top. The only caveats are that since this charger is so light, it's possible to slightly pick up the charger or make it bobble around a bit if you're too rough. The hinge is not as stiff as some others that I've tested, which means that it's easier to open and close, but it also means that if you push too much when removing a phone from it, it's possible that you begin to close the hinge. But the important thing is that one-handed operation is totally possible. In the event you need to charge a non-MagSafe or Qi2 phone, you can simply keep the lid closed and lay your phone flat on top to charge. When you do use a MagSafe or Qi2 phone, the usability benefits from the fact that the charger is raised up from the body and ensures that it works with extra large camera bumps or any other potential compatibility issues. This also means that you can easily spin your phone into landscape mode for use with Apple's standby mode or to watch content from your favorite YouTuber. Outside of charging phones, the secondary charger features a small indent to help place your device. Even with the indent, the black color makes it very hard to identify where the charger is located, especially if you're in low light. Thankfully, a small indicator light on the side of the charger will tell you when the headphone charger is activated. In case you're wondering, technically yes, you could charge a second phone by using the bottom charger. However, it's limited to just 5 watts of charging, meaning it will charge a phone battery very slowly. In addition, the indented design means that there will be a slight gap between your phone and the charger, which means that many of those 5 watts will probably be lost to heat in the process. I wouldn't expect more than a trickle charge if you're charging a second phone instead of just some earbuds. Speaking of charging, the MagFlow charger is Qi2 certified, which means that it has the circular MagSafe magnets that are now standard with the magnetic power profile of Qi2. It also means that Qi2 compatible devices can charge at a rate of up to 15 watts, which is quite fast for wireless charging. It's important to note that there's also a non-Qi2 version of this exact charger for $10 less, which won't give you the same charging performance. If you want to make sure you're getting this one, look out for Qi2 specifically, not just Qi, in the description, and look for the Qi2 logo on the middle of the charger rather than a lightning bolt. The USB-C cable included in the box is very basic, nothing to write home about. It's 1 meter or about 3 feet in length, quite short overall. In most instances, the included one will do the job, but if you're traveling and run into an outlet behind the bed situation, you may not be able to extend it far enough to get the charger onto an end table. Thankfully, it is detachable, so you can always use a longer USB-C cable if you prefer. I'll provide some links to some of my favorite 2-meter cables down below. There's no power adapter included in the box, as has unfortunately become standard with so many brands. In order to take full advantage of this charger's abilities, you'll need at least a 20-watt power adapter. This makes sure that you can support the 15-watt charging to your phone and 5 watts to your headphones. UGREEN does actually recommend, though, that you use at least a 30-watt power adapter to ensure better efficiency. Power adapters, much like people, will generally work better when they're not stretched to their absolute limits. If you need a new power adapter, you can pick one up from UGREEN or from similar brands like Anker. I am always preaching my love for the Anker Nano, which is small yet powerful and comes at a great price. I'll provide links to a couple options of those in the video description as well. Now let's talk about test results. I've begun testing all of my chargers in the same manner, and this is the first time that one has truly bucked the trend and achieved speeds that, in my mind, theoretically shouldn't be possible. My charger test uses an iPhone 16 Pro and a power adapter with more than enough headroom, well above the 30-watt recommended for this charger. I just do a quick test from 30% charge to 40% charge, not an all-inclusive battery speed charging test. My baseline tests of the original Apple MagSafe Puck and the new MagSafe Puck found a great deal of improvement. The original MagSafe, which is limited to 15 watts of charging, took 12 minutes to charge to 40%. Whereas the new MagSafe, which can go up to 25 watts on the new iPhone 16 Pro, reached 40% in half the time, just about 6 minutes. The first third-party charger I tested was the Nomad Stand 1, which, as expected, performed really similarly to the original MagSafe Puck. This made sense because the Stand 1 that I was using was Qi2 certified, which is also capable of 15 watts of charging. When I tested the UGREEN, another Qi2 device, I fully expected another 12-minute result similar to the original MagSafe. Instead, what I got was an incredible improvement, reaching 40% in just under 8 minutes, just barely slower than the new MagSafe Puck. Wondering if something went wrong, I retested and achieved very similar results. I'm not sure how they're able to achieve this speed, but I'm here for it. I also ran an extended charging test to evaluate heat management, and this thing performed excellently. Throughout continuous charging of both an iPhone 16 Pro and AirPods Pro 2, I periodically measured the surface temperatures around the device. Temperatures rose from the ambient starting point of around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, reaching a stable temperature during an hour-long test in the mid-80 degrees on the plastic body and mid-90 degrees directly underneath the phone on the charger. The highest single temperature I measured was just barely over 100 degrees, and that was directly on the charger, which was only measured for a brief period before it returned back to the mid-90s. Overall, I'd say that the plastic body never felt more than very slightly warm throughout the test, and when removing the phone at the end, it did not feel excessively warm either. Please bear in mind that these results could change based on your specific device, including what type of case you may or may not have on it. But for my purposes, I can't find any concerns from a heat management point of view, which, considering how quickly this thing charged, I'm very happy with. Finally, let's talk about value and pricing. You can pick up a MagFlow charger for $50 full price, though I'd expect you'll be able to find it on sale throughout the year if you're patient. Even at $50, this compact 2-in-1 charger that can either be a permanent desk fixture, a permanent travel companion, or both is a pretty good value. Now, there are a ton of other alternatives out there if you're not sold on this one specifically. UGREEN has another, even smaller 2-in-1, which is more in the shape of a cube. It will be better for travel in certain instances, but seems a bit cramped when you're charging and wouldn't be as good permanently on a desk, in my opinion at least. However, pricing is the same and performance should be comparable if you prefer that form factor over this one. The smaller version also has one thing going for it, which this does not have, which is an outbound USB-C port that can be used to charge a third device like a watch, which may be another big selling point for some people. In both cases for these UGREEN products, the Qi2 version is $50 and a non-Qi2 version is available for $40. Since the non-Qi2 version will charge at half the speed for an iPhone, I highly recommend spending the extra $10 and sticking to Qi2. Outside of UGREEN, there are a lot of competitors out there at varying prices and capabilities. Make sure you check my channel for all the latest reviews I've done on different desktop chargers to help you find the best one for you. For this MagFlow, the differentiators are the 2-in-1 nature of the charger, which lets you charge more than just your phone, a hybrid design, which is both desk-friendly and travel-ready depending on your needs, Qi2 charging, which provided unexpectedly fast test results while maintaining good heat management, and a solid price and value. Potential deal breakers are the cheap plastic construction, which could show wear and tear more quickly than some other chargers, a short cable in the box, which could pose an issue getting the charger into the position that you need, and the lack of an included power adapter, which means you've got to supply your own. Overall, I've been pleasantly surprised by the UGREEN MagFlow. I think that it's a solid value and a good charger. If you'd like to pick one up, as always, you can find affiliate links for it and all the other products that I discussed today down in the video description below. Those affiliate links help to ensure that I can keep doing what I'm doing and bringing you great content. I appreciate you all, and I will see you in the next one.